There was a glimmer of hope. Santa Claus had left the North Pole to settle in a ruined city. When Santa arrived in John's ruined city, he planted exotic plants near the house. The prince loved to play there. He had never seen such beauty at the North Pole. All the prince had was a very small room in the Christmas house. There was a table with a plate, a knife, a fork, and a red teapot. Beside there were a red chair. There was also an armchair where the prince talked loudly to himself, complaining about his destiny. On the floor was a beautiful red pattern carpet.
I'm supposed to get a surprise today. My father said that I'm too precious to be sad. But I don't know. He planted flowers, it's beautiful, but...
His house was in the middle of the John ruined city that had been destroyed by the war. His father had told him that there was enough magic in him to accomplish the task set before him. But the prince was not at all convinced. He had no idea how to accomplish this miracle. Outside, everything was destroyed except Santa's garden, which was the prince's favorite place. One morning, as usual, the prince went for a walk in the beautiful garden. The exotic plants that his father had planted for him was his pleasure.
Hi, I'm Ezralee. I'm gonna surprise the prince. He thought this place is boring because of the war, but I will help him to be happy.
That day, a surprise was there. In the garden, they were rabbits, a pig, and gooses. They were eating. He met also the princesses, Ezralee and Sarah.
Are you the surprise my father told me about?
I'm Ezralee, the daughter of Hope, John's ruined city's king. Nice to meet you, young prince. What can I do for you?
I'm supposed to give gifts to all the children in this city this year. My father told one day I'll be Santa Claus. But I have to prove myself. How can I do that? There's no children here.
Who told you that? Of course there are children here.
Hey, you're the prince.
What? Who's talking? You shouldn't be kidding me. Is this the rabbit talking?
Hey, it's me. Rabbit don't talk. Don't you know that?
I'm sorry I did not see you. Nice to meet you. May I know your name, pretty girl?
Apologize accepted. Like my father always said, forgive and you will be forgiven as well. My name is Sarah, daughter of peace, refugees' city king.
There's a prince in town?
In fact, it's Santa Claus's son.
What is he doing here?
I heard from Ezralee the princess that Santa Claus wanted him to give gift to all children in the city.
At John's ruined city?
Yes, at John's ruined city.
Hi, girls. The prince is in town, and as you probably already know, he is Santa Claus's son. Last year, Santa became a Christian and was baptized under the snow. I'm kidding. He was baptized in water, like every Christian. Have we got this, girl? Let's go. The most important thing to remember right now is that the prince has never met Jesus. He taught his father wanted him to be Santa Claus, so he asked him to bring gifts to all of the children here.
The girls went to Santa Claus's house, the worst place in town. Still burning, resistance soldiers fought. The war feels far from over, but it is. The girls invited the prince to church on Friday.
Hey, what is going on? Are you hurt? You have blood on your face.
No, I'm okay.
What happened?
You know, the resistance.
Come. Ezralee dances with other girls. The dancing looks fun.
No, I'm not leaving.
To get his attention, knowing the prince liked dancing, they played music and danced. The prince heard the music, saw the girls dancing, smiled, and ran to watch them.
Hi, girl. I met a girl over there who appeared to be in poor health and had blood on her face. I think she needs some help.
Let's dance first. Then we'll invite her to church where they have medical support. You can dance, right?
Let's dance, my dear Ezralee.
Santa himself has given us a mission. Here's a letter I got from Santa.
Hello, Princess Ezrelie, my dear Christian sister. As you know, I'm a believer, and I now understand that the true gift and meaning of Christmas are the birth and life of our Savior Jesus. So I sent my prince to find out the same thing. I'm sure you and your friends Sarah, Mercy, and Wisdom will figure it out. God will lead you.
Hey, come along with us. You'll receive medical care there. We're going to the church.
Okay, I'll go with you. Thanks.
In fact, the girl who was injured was named Grace, and after the evening at the church, the prince heard something that made him wonder, and he asked himself,
If it is the birth of Jesus that we celebrate at Christmas, then why do we celebrate my father so much? Shouldn't we rather rejoice in the birth of the Son of God? What do you think, Grace?
For the first time, I went to church. I think we should celebrate Jesus' birthday because it reminds us that he was born. But the girls told me that Santa Claus is your real dad. Is he it?
Yes, he is. And he sent me here so I could give gifts to all the children in John Ruin City. But now I'm not sure if I want to carry on the tradition and become the next Santa Claus.
If you are unsure, tell him. He will understand.
You don't understand, Grace. This is a long-standing tradition, and if I don't become the next Santa Claus, Christmas will be over, and the children will no longer receive gifts.
I'm confident there is a solution. Consider this. I was so depressed and hurt when I met you. Then your friend invited me to church. They assisted me there, and as a result, I have new friends. But that's not all. I know for certain that Jesus is real because I have not yet told you. But when I arrived, I said a silent prayer in my heart. Jesus, if you are here, as they say, help me. And all of a sudden, a big burden left me and joy came. And I was crying and laughing all at the same time. And it felt like I was hugging Jesus' arm. And finally, I went up there and said what they call the sinner's prayer.
Wow, it's wonderful. So you think I should call my father?
Yes, call him.
Both of them were so animated that they were talking with each other. Grace had a heartfelt smile on her face and was beaming with joy.
Hey, what about the church? Have you learned something?
I will inform my father of this. From now on, I will celebrate and believe in Jesus' birthday, and I have no desire to become the next Santa Claus. Hello, Father. I will not become the next Santa Claus. This is possible because I have faith in Jesus. I attended this church, and I believe we ought to celebrate Jesus' birthday.
I am so relieved and pleased with your decision.
However, Father, did you not hear what I just said?
Yes, my prince, I heard.
And you have no concern for the children. They will no longer receive gifts.
Listen up, my prince. I told you this story when you were young. Children believe that the gifts they receive come from Santa Claus. I'm sorry, son. This is not true. I recently learned about Jesus, and I cannot lie to you about it.
So then, what is the truth?
The truth is that the children receive their gifts from their parents.
So you're saying that I receive my Christmas present from you?
Yes, they are from me, son.
I knew it. Therefore, all children in the world will still receive a Christmas present?
Obviously, they will.
Since then, the prince and his friend have celebrated Christmas every year. Grace, the girl who was hurt, is now back in his hometown, helping his parents and siblings. We wish you a Merry Christmas.